Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade. And welcome back to a bit of Mahjong Sol, but more importantly, as the Soyman's already brought up in the chat, happy almost New Year. I hope everyone's having a good evening, or at least almost New Year for me, I should say. I know, some parts of the world, it is already 2025 now. But, yeah, for me, not for a few hours yet. But yeah, 2024, what a year. I'm not going to ruminate on it too much, honestly, because I just feel like doing something a bit chill, you know. This is also my first, I guess, proper, scheduled stream after my, quite long Christmas break, shall we say, that started in, like, the middle of November. So, honestly, I'm just glad to be getting back to streaming and, make sure this all works. How's my audio, by the way? I've been faffing around with it a bit. Do people hear me all right? Am I, do I sound good, bad, too loud, too quiet? Relative to the, like, BGM of the game at the minute. It's a thumbs up from a Simon, so I guess we're doing all right. Excellent. Good. Yeah. Twiddled a couple of things around to facilitate some plans going forward, but I'm not going to go too hard into plans going forward for the moment. I've got a lot to talk about that on Saturday. For now, let's just hop into a game, shall we? I don't know why I felt like Mahjong was my first game back, to be fair. I guess it's just because I haven't done it in a while. I've really got kind of like the urge recently to just play it a bunch. But I thought I'd save it for this stream, so I can be just as incompetent as possible in the upcoming matches. And to add to that as well, I'm not sure I've mentioned yet, but I've got, since it's the new year, I've got a little old-fashioned next to me, which, for those of you who don't know, is just whiskey, bitters, and a bit of sugar syrup. Or at least it should have been sugar syrup, but I ran out of syrup, so it's just sugar. So yeah, I've already had one. I've kind of got my second in front of me here. I'm just going to be slowly sipping on that while trying to navigate this. This is an interesting starting hand here. One of each dragon, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. It might actually be worth keeping the second 4, though, because of this 2. I think the 8 pin is our drop here. So we have 4, 5, 6, or we have 6, 7, 8, and then we're looking for something here. Or like a 3 here makes 2, 3, 4, but we're not going to chi for it. 2, 3, 4 there works nice. I should probably start dropping some of these dragons. Because there's, 2 white dragons down, so I can't possibly make a triplet of them. There's now 2 red dragons down. May as well get rid of this for something that might be useful. Unless this 4 is going to get palmed. It is not. 8 pin. Okay, maybe not then. I don't particularly feel like taking something that's going to put me in Furry 10, although had I noticed this sooner, I could maybe have a pair now. But, them's the breaks. Sometimes it'd be like that, and I'm sure this is going to be a brilliant reflection of how the night's going to go on. I've just realised the player sitting across from me is just called Opai, which, I mean, fair enough, I guess. The apt to get past the rude word censors, although you really would have think they would have thought of that, but alright then. No, we're still not looking to chi things. I guess this 2 pin, I'm not thrilled by it, but it is marginally better than the green dragon at this point. So what are we looking for here? As I've said, 4, 5, 6 is kind of already sorted. 2, 3, 4 is already sorted. A 5 pin could be a bit more interesting than a 2 pin. If for no other reason, because if we happen to find the red 5 and just pair it up, I'm very happy for that to be our pair and we can drop this 8 instead. Or even like 4, 5 or 5, 6 is still better than waiting on exactly the 7. I say, drawing exactly that 7. I mean, fuck what I was talking about, I guess. So we now have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with this here. So we can either wait on a 6 to make this 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, a 9 to make this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever that is and just call Ricci, and now we're waiting on a bunch of things. Sure, game, whatever. I was like about a third of the way through getting that thought, but you know what? You want me to call Reach? I'm not gonna slander you like that. Okay. Sometimes the funny orange button appears and I press it. What can I say? But yeah, so I can just get back into that nice chilling bit of it now. I like Mahjong games when they're going well, because you just get to sit back and be like, yeah, this is my fancy music. Ooh. This is me yawning at the start of stream, as is a time-honored tradition at this point. And yeah, we'll just see if anyone drops any bamboo. Not a lot of it been dropped so far, I must admit. I was quite lucky to pull a couple I did. I guess because everyone's just, yeah, it's 2 here, 7 or 7. People are just folding out. Which is fair enough. So I'm basically going to have to draw into it now. Not quite. I'm amazed that people have this many safe tiles, to be fair. Like, they have just completely folded. They had nothing this round. Which also should mean I get, you know, a decent kickback from being in Tenpai. Got the 1 bamboo tile I didn't need. And you kept Tenpai during that? Damn. And you had 2 5s? Fair play. I mean, 3-way wait, you know, what can you do if it doesn't come down? But those, like, I feel like a lot of people just gave up there. Props to the player on my right for... Oh, god damn it. For sticking with it. Now, another kind of interesting hand here, I think. So, a north and an east we might want to hang on to. Do we get rid of this? 3, 4, 5 is obviously already a made thing. 5, 6 I would like to try and complete. I believe we get rid of this 3-man. Let's just get us out of that suit. What's good? Happy New Year's Eve. Have you all been playing this domino tile game? Hi there, Miracle Gaming. Yeah, this is Mahjong, specifically Ricci Mahjong. I say I've only really just started streaming, so you're here in plenty of good time. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. I was really hoping that dropping that dragon early would prevent something like that from happening. I don't necessarily want to pawn out these wests, I'll be honest, which means I am now kind of committing to keeping them as a pair, which it can work. It's not the worst decision I've made in my life, but you know, there's a potential like pinfu line through this that we're not seeing at the minute. But yeah, how are you doing, Miracle? I hope you're doing well this fine New Year's Eve. Yeah, never heard of this. Oh, it's actually on the site I'm playing on is called Mahjong Soul, which is, you know, completely free to play online. I can go through a brief summary of the rules if you want, because I think this hand is... I mean, I probably know what I'm waiting for this hand. But yeah, no, I am just chilling here. You know, taking a couple of sips of whiskey every now and then, because that will obviously improve my performance. And in case anyone's wondering which one, it's Rebel's Yell. It's a Canadian rye, which I quite like. This, don't think this 3 soul really does anything for us. Does something for the opponent to our right, though. Well, I've just noticed it's got a second set of dragons. This is actually kind of horrifying if someone drops a green dragon now, because they could get Yakuman, which is not ideal. You can drop this north to the east. Pretty good myself. Good to hear. Go ahead. Right, so the idea is you have 13 tiles in your hand, and you want to make the best 14 tile hand that you can. And you want to not do that. Okay, half flush, 2 dragons. It's like 8k. It could be worse. Never mind, it's 11k, because they're dealer. Right, rule number 1, don't do that. So, you want to find the best, like, 14 tile hand that you can. A 14 tile hand is made up of 4 lots of 3. Those 3 can either be runs, so like 6, 7, 8, for example, of the same suit, or 3 of the exact same tile. So like 3 easts, for example, or 3 sevens or something. Do I want to keep this red dragon? I shouldn't, but here I am. So you kind of draw tiles one at a time, and then you maneuver your hand to get close to that, and then when you're 1 tile away, you can call reach, which means you can take your last tile off anyone else, and if someone else drops your last tile, you take a bunch of points off them. Case in point, what just happened to me. Because we're off to a rip-roaring start here, apparently. The shame I had quite a good hand last, like the round before last, I should say now. But, didn't get the deal in that I needed. It's giving me a bunch of the bamboo suits. There's 3 suits, I should say. There's the man suit, or the characters. There's pin, and there's wheel/wheels. Or there's soul/bamboo, which also includes this little, like, peacock thingy. I'm going to give up on the red dragon. I think it was ambitious to try and find 3 of it. But I could make better things with, you know, like 2, 3, 4, or 3 2s here. 3 2s, there you go. I'll drop an east to try and slow people down. So what are we looking at here? 3 2s, 3 4 5, or 4 5 6, 2 norths. Okay. Interesting. I think I would prefer that over this 9 8. So this is more of a card game than a domino tile game. Essentially, yeah, you can think of it like, yeah, you can think of it almost kind of like a... I'm trying to think of, like, a comparable, like, card game with a 52 card deck. Like, I think if you know, like, Rummy, it's sort of like that, but with a bigger hand, essentially. And the thing about Ricci as well is that, obviously, the basic, you know, the most basic hand is just 4 lots of, you know, 3 tiles that are either a run or a 3 of the same tile, and then a pair. But within that, there's a lot of different variations you can get that give you more points. So, for example, if you have, and I'm assuming that the definition of a hand didn't change from what you hold in your, well, hands. Well, yeah, hand is essentially this lot I'm looking at here, and then this is the tile I've just drawn, which is useless to me, so I'm going to drop it. But yeah, kind of within, oh. Okay, so they're 1 tile away, which is, not great. I am displeased by this. So I've got to try and not drop the tile they need. I know it can't be any of these tiles, so all these are safe to drop, but do I have any of them? No. No, I do not. And I also need this 9, so, if you could just not need a 7, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah, so within this, there's a lot of different shapes that your hand can take that give you more or less points. So, for example, if you only use the pin suit, wheel suit, that's a flush, which gives you a ton more points. If everything in your hand is, like, if you haven't got, if you've got all triplets or 3 triplets, that's a bunch of points. If you've just got all sequences, that's a bunch of points. Our hand's actually kind of shaping up here. So we've got 7, 8, 9, trip 2s. If we can get this 4, 5, 5 to give us either a 3, a 5, or a 6, then we can call reach as well and just look for 3 and 6 here. Or we get a 3 and 6, and then we have to decide between pairing up on either of these. There we go. So as I said, we can drop this, which means we're looking, so we've got a pair, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and our last 1, 2, 3, which needs to be a tile either side of this. Provided we don't get instantly murdered here. No, we didn't. Cool. I like it when I am, I have to play the video game. This isn't going to be an amazing hand, but it's something. And it's got all right, you know, we're not waiting on a single tile, so it's got all right odds of coming up roses. Although what we've seen is that these guys are pretty good at playing defensively from round 1. This player can't play defensively anymore because once you're in reach, you draw a tile, and if it's not the one you need to win. Okay, I might be slightly getting this. You take the tiles that weaken your hand most and place them to get rid of them. Essentially, yeah, it's like things that don't build toward whatever win condition you're going for. It's like, this is useless to me, I drop that. We were both looking for the same tiles. Alright. But yeah, so neither of us got an actual win there. So you get like some consolation points for being close, and then the game moves on. To a new hand. So you can probably see one from the start now. So, pair of 6s is not bad. This west doesn't do anything for me, really. The east wind, or I should say the wind that's in the middle, is more valuable, and also your seat wind, so the norths for this round for me are more valuable. That being said, I don't particularly love trying to hold an east wind when I've got 7-8 here. So what do we got? We've got a pair of 6s, could be our pair, could turn into a triplet. 8-9 needs a 7. We now have 7-8-8, which is pretty nice. I'll drop this 1 for it. So this can be fixed by a 6, an 8, or a 9. This 4 is just kind of here. Pair of 2s, similar deal as a pair of 6s. 5, 6 can be fixed by a 4 or a 7. And then what about the points and whatever you mean by reach? So reach is what you do when you're 1 tile away from winning. You essentially openly declare you're 1 tile away, and then if you win, you get more points. It's like an extra, shape your hand can take almost. There's like I said, there's a bunch of different ones of them. So for example, if you have a set of your seat wind, that counts as a what's called a yaku, which is another one of those like win conditions, and that nets you more points. Having a set of easts, or for anyone at the table at the minute, also nets you more points. Having any Dora or tiles that are shiny, which is this white dragon in this case, which is why I've been holding on to it, also gets you more points. Although that's not a yaku, it's just more of a separate thing. This 9 does nothing for us, so we're going to drop that. But yeah, there's tons of different shapes your hand can take, and I think that's what makes what's part of what makes Reach you like really interesting. Like, I think if I go up here, there's like tons of these buggers that you can like look through. And then the only other thing I guess I'd have to explain is what these buttons that keep popping up occasionally mean. So you can take tiles from other people's discards before your last tile, and open your hand. For sequences, you can do it from the player to your left. For triplets, you can do it from anyone. But that opens your hand, and it drastically limits the, it drastically limits what you can do with the rest of your hand and still be able to win. Because a bunch of things you could normally do while your hand is closed, or you haven't called anything. I'll get rid of this 4. Yeah, where was I going with that sentence? Yeah. So while your hand is closed, you have way more options. Once you open your hand, you get the luxury of pulling from other people's piles when they drop stuff. But you can't. I think I have to drop this white dragon now, even though it's probably gonna land me in some shit. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, once you've opened your hand, like, you have to go for a very specific subset of hands, essentially, or like shapes. We've actually got a decent shot at, like, 7 pairs here. I mean, no, I say that. That's too soon. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, don't... Like, if we get another 5, then maybe I'm interested. Not a 5 like that. In fact, 5, 6, 6, I like the look of a lot better than this 8, 9. So I'm going to switch out here. Gives us this extra room as a bit of float. So by basic game design knowledge, I'd assume after X amount of rounds, whoever has the most points wins. Correct, yes. So... ooh. Someone won there with literally just an all simples hand. So, not a lot of points because it's just garbage. It doesn't involve 1s, 9s, wins, and dragons. But it is a win, so it moves the game along. So you can probably see that's flipped over from East 1 to East 2 there. It'll go East 1, 2, 3, 4, and then South 1, 2, 3, 4. And then whoever's got the most points at the end of that just wins. The only exception to that is if someone... goes in, like, below 0 points, in which case the game instantly ends. Because, you know, at that point, you're just kicking someone while they're down. Can I just say this hand is absolutely cracked, actually? This hand is insane. So I've got 3 norths, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 8, 8, 9. Yeah, this hand is insane. Like, we've woken up with, like, most of our full hands. We just need to get our last few couple of pieces, and then we're absolutely sailing away with it. Okay, and there we are. There's one of our last pieces. Yeah, we just need a 3. Alright. Well... So thankfully, like, the game works out when you're 1 tile away and just says, hey, you should probably call Reach here. This is going to be a reasonably big hand if we do manage it, purely just because of these 2-2s, I think. It's not got a lot of other things going on for it, because we can't get all sequences, because obviously we've got this triplet here. We can't get all simples, which is what the last person had, because we've got wins in this 1. We can't get a flush, obviously, because with 2 different suits being used here. Or actually, I guess... it would be a half flush, because you can do a half flush with just 1 suit and wins or dragons, but... yeah, we can't get that either. So I'd like to actually acknowledge that. It's a fast hand because of how much we woke up with, but it's of moderate pointage. Oh god, someone else has done it as well. Okay. This is where it gets scary, because obviously we can't control what we drop to try and, like, play around them. They can't do it to us either. Such as the burden of being in reach, but... God damn it. Pain. Agony, if you will. Okay, it's kind of a small hand. I mean, I'm really not in a position where I want to be losing more points, because I'm already down to 10k. But, sometimes that's how it goes. Okay. Also, it's a real shame, because that hand was pretty good. South's more valuable for us. I think it's more valuable than this 9. Yeah. We could get, so X equals 8 rounds unless someone throws purposely, considering the game has Yu-Gi-Oh! Levels of PowerPoint scaling. In a way, yeah, you'd be surprised how easy it is to run out of points, like, not on purpose. But essentially, yeah. Not entirely sure why I took this one. What I'm thinking I might go for here is what's called a mixed triple sequence hand, where you get 1, 2, 3 in every suit, considering we've already got it in 2 suits. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A 3 here would do nicely. This 6, 7 could become something useful. That would be great. Yeah, like with an 8 there, but obviously I can't call that and still win, I think, because that locks out mixed triple sequence. Are you kidding me? We are 4 tiles in. Give me a chance to play. Oh. Okay, the game froze for a second there, and I thought he'd won off that. Mine just wins off that instead. Jesus. The rounds don't normally go this fast, by the way. This has got pretty fucking nutty... Yeah, just waking up with 12k? Alright. Jesus. This is like a fucking bullet tag version of this game. Right. I should drop the red dragon. It's just not worth it. Here we are. So, I'm going to call this because having a set of white dragons means that my Yaku, my win condition, is satisfied. So I'm not locked behind all that, oh, you can only do this if you open your hand. Wait, if it's east 1 and 2 and south 1 and 2, why are we at east 3? Because it goes through east 1, 2, 3, 4, and then south 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 rounds total. Unless I've misunderstood your question there. I guess I dropped this. I guess. I'll be honest, I've got this set. Maybe I can go for a half flush, actually. It would mean dropping these. But I think it might be doable. I'm kind of upset I didn't keep the red dragons, but what can you do? It's awkward. I don't actually want that, no. Don't really want that either. Like, I would love an 8 so that I can still have this be, like, vaguely useful. There we go. That I'll take. I think we drop this green dragon. I think it's time. Yeah, I deleted that comment on my end because I sound like a dice screen. I was just told this is an 8-round game. Oh, no worries. I tell you, there's one thing I wish Restream did. Ooh, here's an interesting thing. Can. So if you get 4 of the same tile, you can call a can, which flips over another one of these. So now, this essentially determines what tiles are shiny. You add 1 to whatever the number is, or you go alphabetically for the wins and... Well, you go in compass direction for the wins, alphabetically for the dragons. And at 9, you flip back round to 1. And then those tiles are like shiny or like... They're called Dora, but it basically means they're worth more points this game. So originally at the start of this game, only this 9 was flipped over, so which means the 1 of characters was worth more. Now I've just flipped over this 4, so now all the 5 of characters are also worth more. I hope that explanation wasn't too convoluted. I kind of started explaining it one way and then did it another. Ooh, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm about that. Although, like I said, I'm kind of trying to pivot out of these being man tiles, but... yeah, 1, 2, 3, that'll do. How ahead am I? Can I afford doing this? Yeah, I'm not going to take a cheap win because a cheap win doesn't do anything for me. I guess actually I'm east seat, so it would reset the round. But I'm going to try and go for a slightly more expensive win by going for the flush here. We've got 35 tiles. I've got, like, time to find it. That's a good tile to pick up. And in fact, if another 2 is dropped, or I get another 2, I can get pure double sequence. There we go. So pure double sequence, having 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Adora for this. We've got a half flush. All we need for now is for someone to drop a 5-pin. And then we are in the money. I've got to stop talking. I've got to stop talking. Oh, I got robbed by someone just going for some 1k hand. Come on. God, where's that meme when I need it? That like Mahjong causes immense suffering to the human spirit with no apparent benefit. God, I need to... I'm gonna find that image. Hold on. But I need to play my hand first. So we are now on south, so the easts are worth less, so I should drop that. So it's south 1, and I've got my north winds. So do hands in this game work like poke hands, where there are specific hands that get you more points? And if so, what are those hands? So yes, there is a hierarchy of hands that get you more points that are rarer. So your most basic hands are one hand like things, which are just, you know, like, hey, cool, Reachy, that gets you 1. Or like have a set of dragons, or a set of, you know, one of the relevant wins. And then they go like from that, you know, they go up to other stuff, like here's some of that, you know, twice pure double sequence. Oh wait, that's twice pure double sequence. I was looking at where the fuck is it? Mixed triple sequence here. Is it my turn? It is. I should probably drop an 8. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, mixed triple sequence, we have, you know, for example, 1, 2, 3 and all those, and they go right up to the ridiculous Yakuman level hands. Which are like... Oh, hang on. Do I need that? No. The 6 is worth more. I'm keeping it. Yep. But yeah, Yakuman, where it's like... use Oni wind and dragon tiles. Use this specific configuration of green tiles. Get 1 of every 1, 1 of every 9, 1 of every wind, 1 of every dragon, and then 1 pair out of all of those. What's common is, like, aside from the Yakuman ones, which are ridiculous, with the lower ones, you can often get multiple of them in the same hand. So, like that last hand, I was aiming for pure double sequence for having 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the same suit. I was also going for a half flush. I also had the dragon Yaku, so I would have got like 4 or 5 what's called Han out of that. And then the hands get converted into thousands of points by some magic mathsy bollocks that I still don't really understand, I'll be honest. Oh, hey, I just win off a 5 now. Nice. Yeah, I should probably do that then. And I should also keep my eyes peeled for in case there's a 5 coming. Not going to be a lot this hand. It's just going to be this, and also I've got a shiny tile. I'm going to swap out this 2 for this 5. Purely so that, because there are red... Yeah, there's red versions of this 5 that are worth more just natively. So if I'd happened to have drawn into that, I could just swap this out here and then, you know, happy days. But yeah, Reaching Mahjong has a ton of different hands you can get. It's like, it can be a little intimidating as like a new player being like, oh god, do I have to learn all this? And the answer is no. You just stick to your basic and then you slowly add things to like your repertoire. Until you're some old codger like me who knows most of them. Not how to play, I don't know how to play defensively apparently, mind you. Particularly not at this table, but yeah. I know what hands I'm going for. Ooh, don't like that. Unless you're gonna... Nope. Is that? Oh my... Okay. Well, that's about as good as a can as that person could expect. If they hit me with this, I just actually explode and die, and we'd move on to the next game. Oh, that puts me in for return, so I can't drop it. Hiya, cat. Hi, nice to see you. For return's another weird concept where, like, you can't win off tiles that are already in your discard. So even though it would have been really nice to... Okay, no one needs this 3. I'm binging an anime. Oh, nice. Huh. But yeah, what was I saying? Furry 10, that's it. So you can't win off of tiles that are already in your discard. So while, this 8 doesn't need. Yeah, well, you can't win off cards in your discard. I'll try this again. So while I would have loved to have picked up the 7, because it means instead of just a 5, I could win off a 5 or an 8 to finish the sequence. I already had an 8 here. So that kind of stuffs it up. Still waiting for this 5-pin. I mean, there's 1 here. There's another 3 in the deck. Okay, you can't win off this, so that's good. Looks like we might not be finishing this one again. Which would be sad if true. I could switch to winning off 9s or 4s. It's risky. No, I'm going to stick to my guns. I think we've seen it out this far. No point throwing away what, you know, little kind of points we have. Okay, 7 soul is worth more. Doesn't really affect me. Don't particularly need that. This is a bit... I mean, maybe I could have worked around it earlier, but it's a bit too little too late now. Got the Tempai ready again. They had been half flush with potential, like, white dragons and... Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm just kind of glad they didn't make that hand. That would have been... not very nice to deal with. Okay, this hand is a bit more standard and a bit more, crap, shall we say. This one I'm a bit more used to dealing with. Let's drop this east for a red dragon, first off. Because we are looking for south and north if we're looking for any wins. We might not be looking for any wins this game, I feel. By any chance, before I make a broad assumption, where was this made? So... Original Mahjong came from China. The Ricci rule set is kind of a Japanese addition to it. Is this ever worth it? Dropping this pair of 5s? I think actually dropping this 7 might be better. Just thinking, because then if we find like a 2 or another 5 here, we've got a completed sequence and a pair. It's like it slows us down a little bit, I guess, but, you know, is it really that much slower than waiting for the 7 to become useful? Uh, 7, 8, 9, okay, we're going to drop this 4 for this. No, we're going to drop this, red dragon. We've already seen 1 of each of the dragons down, which means it's very unlikely we find the second one and then someone drops the last one in the deck. Easts are still not very good for us. So we'll keep on rolling there. Okay, what do we got? Green dragon, also not what we're looking for. Oh. Literally the one dragon we don't need. Or didn't need, I guess. I don't need the red dragon one at the time of drawing the green one. But... that's what I was going to do. I was going to find that clean, that image. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could be convinced to drop my white dragon for that. So I guess actually now this pair of 5s is kind of a moot point, because we find... yeah, that explains a lot why my American dumbass brain doesn't comprehend it. Don't sell yourself short there. It's definitely, you know, a bit of an odd game to get your head around. Did not like that pause. Meant someone was eyeing that piece up. So if we find a 1-pin, a 4-pin, a 5 soul, or an 8 soul, we can call reach. So 4 different tiles we're waiting on here. A 5... well, actually, no, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. Apparently a 7 works as well. And then we have to find a 5. Ah, I don't actually know that I like that. Yeah. No, we can find better reaches that wait on more tiles. And also, the player to the left has just called reach again, so... here's hoping they don't need that. I'm up against the clock now as well. Don't need that. Okay. 9 isn't going to do us any good. Just hope it doesn't do them any good. Doesn't either. Right. doesn't do us any good. Neither does this, but at least it's in your discard pile, so you can't kill me off it, which is nice. Maybe I should have taken it and just not called Reach. No, there were still enough tiles left when I... Do you mind? I'd like a turn. Oi. That's punished. Good. Get him. Now, what hand did you actually have? You had Pinfu, Awesome Pulls with Adora. Okay. So, like I say, you know, so this player got, like, you know, 4 of the different kind of, like, hands, as it were. Which translates to 4 hand and some number of Fu, which is what you use to work out the exact pointage, which the game does for you. I don't know how that works, quite frankly. But yeah, they got him, what, like about 7,700 points, I think it was? Which, you know, a lot of small things to make an alright hand. It's not, you know, it's not blowing the bloody doors off or anything. But, it certainly could be worse. Someone was eyeing up that 9 there, which is crazy to me. Because why would you eye up a 9 of all things? Okay, it's pawn on the norths, but you are east and south, so I don't actually care. This is weird. I should be looking out to see if you're going for a specific suit, which I know is not going to be this, so I'll drop that. It's an alright start on our hand here. Like, 3, 4, 5, you're never unhappy to see. Could become 5, 6, 7, 3, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4 as well with this particular shape, which is a pretty neat feature. Unfortunately, we were just being given complete garbage. There's 1 east down. I'm not altogether sure why I'm holding on to it now I look at it, because we're looking for south and west. East should pretty much just file out, like at the earliest possible stage. We've got a 2, which isn't hugely useful, but it is Dora at the minute. So, you know, it's shiny, we take. North is the other win that doesn't do us any good, and even if we were looking for it, the other 3 of it are down there, so... Why bother? Okay, this player's looking for the man suit. If they're going for a flush, like I suspect they are, but that kind of a hand. I'm going to dump my man tiles now. Really should dump the 5 before the 1, because it gets used in more things, but... To be fair, with me sat opposite them, just kind of blocking that before they can call for their last tile is not a bad idea, I think. But yeah, this 5's going to be the next thing to go, and then we stop worrying about dragons. All the white dragons are still allegedly in play. Do I want that? I mean, I do, but I want to draw it, is the issue. Okay, 455 gets fixed by a few different things. We probably want to drop this red dragon next for this 789 little number here. So we've got 345, 789, 2, 3. God, if we can get like a 1 and then a 6. There's a 6. So there we are. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 3. If we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 the same suit, that's a pure straight, which is worth more. They're quite rare. Like, it's generally not worth going for them, but I'd be willing to try in this instance. If we got, say, a 3 here, would be miraculous. Like a 3-pin. I mean, there's 2 of them down, so... And there's only 4 of each tile on the deck. So my chances aren't looking hugely likely. Why is it whenever I get close to a hand, someone does this?
No.
Shortly followed by that, but not even the same player doing that. Okay, 7 pairs. Yeah, I was not seeing that coming. Well, it's last chance saloon time. We have not had a good game. Which just leads me to think, okay, we're just looking for south and south. 7, 8, 9 here. I add a... ooh, 4. We do want that, actually. Let's drop this west for it. Add an image. This green dragon, I'm not convinced we need, so I'm just going to drop it. Let's have a look. I've lost where the hell it is. Okay, drop this white dragon as well, why not? God, it's so annoying. I had it right here. Where the hell has it gone? Okay, new plan. Actually, wait, hold on. I'd have to do something to check that. 889, I mean, okay. I guess I have to get rid of this 5 then. And then, like, there's enough things that are close here. We've got 789, we've got a pair of 4s, we've got 889 that can be fixed by an 8 or a 7. 224 can be fixed by a 3 or a 2. Pair of 2s. So our last tile's going to be either like 2s or 4s on the pairs front, I guess. Like, where the hell is it? 789, okay, that's good. That's a fix there. Pawns out the 8s, okay. That's a 9 and not a daughter one, so I'm not particularly fussed. I think it's my time to head out now. Hope you all have a happy New Year's, and I'll see you around another time. Also, I think if you like psychological horror games, mouthwashing would be good. Well, funny you should say that, Miracle. I've in fact already played it, and the VOD for that is up on the channel. I did a full, just sitting down playing it all in one go. And yeah, I agree, that's a cracking game, actually. We do not forgive Jimmy for his crimes. Ugh. Real piece of work, that one. But yeah, I hope you have a great New Year's. Go and give in 2025 everything you've got, or don't. I'm probably going to spend tomorrow in bed, to be fair, so it's not exactly like I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by as well. Oh damn, you're quick to the punch. I try. You know, when I see something that like looks interesting, I don't necessarily hop on every, you know, like, oh, this is the next big thing trend. Like, I've got just zero intention to ever play Marvel Rivals or whatever. It's not my thing. But, you know, when something interesting comes along, by all means, you know. Am I dead here? No, I'm not. Jumbo Pop will never be forgiven. Never seen them called Jumbo Pop before, but yeah, absolutely. Okay, White Dragon is safe. We are looking for... God, a bloody miracle at this point. You know what? That sounds miraculous enough to me. I'll try it. I've got nothing left to lose. Especially after Anya. Especially after Anya, yeah. Irredeemable bastard. I fully agree. And it appears we have been sumoed, which means we lose. Which I guess is a good enough time to hop out as any. So yeah, oof. Game end by me being below 0 points. Later. God, everyone got plus points except for me. That is tragic. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to just very briefly switch to... here? Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to find this fucking... Where did I put it? I know you're here. Where are you? Okay. It's not there. Don't know why it's not there, but it's not. So plan B. Let's open this up. Go to here. Go to here. Put you in there. Open this up. I'm working for this meme, but god damn it, I need this. Wait, is that the right one? Or I just throw that up on the screen? Sure is. Cool. There we are. And now if I go back to here. There we go. I think just occasionally throwing this one up might be alright. Just, yep. Loving life right now. Although, let me drag it below, drag it below chat. There we go. So it doesn't block you guys out. Right, there we are. So with that in our back pocket, Surely the game will now spite me by me never being able to use it, by me going on the most insane run for like the next couple of games. Surely this is the way. I have faith. It is probably entirely misplaced. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I made a sterner stuff. So it's going to take a bit more than just the last game to knock my mental, even though it was a pretty consistent, just slew of shit I had to go through. So our first round of this game, we've got a red Dora, which is nice, and I've got to be honest, not much else to speak of. South's already been dropped, so I'm just going to bail on it immediately. Got 2 Wests, 2 8s, 2 9s, also 7, 8, 9, and an extra 9 if you want to read it like that. We now have 2 red dragons, which I'm definitely going to want to pick up no matter what we're going for. I think we dropped this 4 for that. Although I'm feeling maybe a cheeky 7 pairs hand to start us off here, given we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. The 7 man doesn't do anything for us. If we get something that makes a sequence, or if there's another red dragon dropped, then maybe, you know, I flirt with the idea of doing something else. But for the moment, we are looking decidedly at 7 pairs. Okay. Pawns out the 3 man, which is a decision. Plans have changed slightly. We are no longer going 7 pairs, which means we drop this 9. So we can call whatever we want now, and also it'll be kind of just completely insane. 8, 8, 9 does lead itself a bit more to our potential half-outside hand, where we have, like, at least a 1, a 9, a wind, or dragon in everything. So we've got triplet dragons here, obviously. We've got pair of winds. I'm debating whether I should have called that 8. I kind of just reflexively said, no, we don't need this 5. Particularly not after we've dropped a 4 and a 6. That's just not something you're going to see me doing. I guess... what are we looking for here? I mean, it doesn't really fit the half-outside hand, but we could just call an 8. Or we could just draw a 7 or an 8, I should say. And then call a reach, and then kind of work from there. Okay. A lot of 3s, so maybe that's what they're going for. I don't think this really... no, maybe it does. I'm going to not, though, because someone will drop the other west wind, I imagine. Although I did wait quite a while on that, so that's given away that someone has 2 of them. Maybe they just think it's this person, though. Although, regardless of who they think it is, they're probably still not dropping it. Another 4, 5, 6 I've dropped. Great. Fantastic. Could have had 2 red 5s in my hand, but it's, oh, Jesus. Okay. Right, the time to go fast is on us. Now, if we see another 8 or a west, now I think we drop it. I do love this lean over-the-top bloody reachy music. Like, this is so fucking, like, aggro for no reason. Okay, I don't need this 8. Don't kill me off it, thank you. God, I think waiting on a west would kind of suck. Oh, you needed a 7 and there were 3 7s down there. Okay, I maybe should have paid a bit more attention to the board, because if I'd have seen there were a bunch of 7s down there, I wouldn't have been waiting on one. I would have just called that 8, and then maybe there would have been... yeah, there would have been 2 2s here I could have won off of. That's my bad. I think I got greedy. I think I had a winning hand, and I kind of threw it a bit there. But, it's fine. We'll make it back up. Definitely, yeah, because that's 4 Dora just tied up in the dragons and whatnot. Pawns out the west winds, which is not your wind, it's just east, which is interesting. I await further developments. So there's 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 as a potential there, but we need 3 specific tiles for it, so I wouldn't get too excited about it. I don't think a 6 does much for it. Ah, I'm an idiot. I should have taken that. So one of these, because 2, 4, 6 is a much better shape than 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. Also not going to complain. We'll drop an east here. which is not taken, which is nice. It's a Khan on the West Winds, which is going to show us a 3-man. Huh. I'll drop this 9. Another 3. Probably better than this White Dragon, right? In what way, I can't really describe to you. But I guess I'm hoping in some naive way that, like... Well, 3 is at first pretty rare, because there's only 1 left in the deck, because there's 1 stuck in the wall up here. It's... I mean... So hear me out. What if I was, like, really, really stupid and thought perfect green might be a good idea? Just, you know, I try to keep the option there. It's not often you get a set of tiles that are this green, so you may as well, you know, try and work it a bit. Got a 2-2-3 here now. What good does it do us? I'm not fully sure, but it looks alright. A player to our right is called Reach, but we can just drop the 2s if need be. I don't particularly want this 1. Okay, 6-6-7 is, it's kind of better than this. Yeah, I'm going to have to give up on Perfect Green. Which, you know, I'm not too upset by. It's a super rare hand. So getting that close is just kind of, like, funny, but then we can move on. 9-pin, I don't particularly think we want. Okay, no, Green Dragon's a safe tile. Message received. Just occurred to me that 2 people have called Reach, which is really just not what I wanted to see. 9-pin is probably safe. We've got 5-6-7 now. So, our next drop should probably be a 6, but that scares the pants off me. Or it can be a 2. I think I prefer it being a 2. So then we have 6, 7, 8. Bunch of stuff we don't have to worry about because someone else is getting sent to the Shadow Realm. Just, yeah, 2 people playing Ricci, play it safe. It's definitely the play. Oh my god, I just realized this is all Blaine's Cinema Roll. The Cinema Roll enjoyer has arrived. Okay, well, we dodged a nasty Blaine, nasty hand there. We're at the east seat now, so we can delay the game if we just go for fast hands that are worth not a lot. And I think this is a hand that's pretty geared up to do that. So, let's give it a shot, shall we? Drop this west for this 9. 3, 4, 5 is already made. 9 does like nothing. 6, 7 we can get something either side of. I don't really regret. Yeah, I can't say I regret dropping that north. These 9s are becoming worse by the second, particularly since there's a bunch of them down there. But I guess you're still better than this 3, even as a pair. Which means now we're looking for like 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, should just drop this 9 as the next bit of like dog shit, which I really should have done instead of this 3. And then work from there. South Wind is somehow worse than the 9. Not many tiles are worse than this 9 in this situation, but the South Wind has managed to be one. Which is truly a feat of engineering, I think. My mouse double-clicked, but luckily it was on the right thing. I'm gonna, I guess, maybe, like, feint. Yep, that'll do, thank you. There we are. Right, 2 Dora in hand, and a dragon. Yep. We're just looking for a 5 or an 8 pin. And then we should be all good. Okay. Someone else is on the dragon trail. I would really like to get in on the winning a hand front at some point, particularly while I'm in the dealer's seat. That would be very nice. Because the longer I can hold this game hostage while I'm in the dealer's seat, the better for me. We are currently not looking to be doing that at all, though. I'm trying to think of ways ways this hand might improve, and like, I guess if we draw another 7 pin, then we can swap to looking for 7s and 9s. Granted, the 7s will never come up because they're Dora, and people will hold them like beyond the grave. But there's a decent chance someone might drop a 9-man. No, there isn't. They're both there. I'm stupid. I would like to win a hand at some point. Dear God. Actually just taking the most fucking bullshit quick hand. You know what? I think this warrants the image. Help. Ah! Okay. That said, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. A 2, 3, I'll drop the south for. So a 1 and a 3 of soul is very nice right about now. I'm going to drop this 1 pin for this east. Because it's actually a wind worth bothering with. Never mind, psych, there's 2 of them down. Get rid of it immediately for this 4 pin. Hand's still improving. It's just, you know, a little on the slow side. A little slower than we'd like. Fuck it, I'll take a north wind over a red dragon. Everyone can use the red dragon, but only I can use the north wind. So it makes sense to slow everyone else down by taking that. Even if it's less likely to come up because of this, I now no longer care about the north wind. There's 2, 4, 6 here, which is fixed by a 3 or a 5 to become a sequence. And then I guess we drop this 9 at some point. Because other options, we go 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then just drop the 2. It's largely going to what the fuck? Depend on what, if either, we draw first. That's another 7. I don't think that fits in with plans anywhere, unfortunately. Unless I drop this and go for 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Feels kind of silly. Yeah, feels kind of silly. I'm not about it. I had a bit of a think. I'm not sure if that would be the better play there, but it's one of those very difficult spots where I just think it'd be better to not. Oh, cool. 4 man is now worth something, so no one's ever dropping that. So I'll just draw it, I guess. That's the simple answer. Right. Drop a 9 soul there because it's also in their discard pile, which stops us getting E-Patsu'd. Which would be very beneficial for us. Okay, sure, that's a Riichi. Let's look for this. We are looking for 3 pin and 3 pin alone, which is not fantastic, but hey, you know, maybe I can finally get a little bit of a W in here. And it means that my whole timer running down thing is no longer an issue because I can just... Whew. Okay, I thought I died there. God, you gotta drop a tile I need at some point. It does have to happen, I think, statistically speaking. Someone was really eyeing up that Dora 5, and I don't blame them for it. It was not me, unfortunately. There we go! Finally, a hand. It's a kind of a tiny bit of crap, but it doesn't matter. We could have scored some on the Eurodora, we didn't. But that's 7k points, that puts us in first? How? Okay, sure. I guess because the person we took it off was the previous first. So it's like a 14k net point swing if you're just talking about me and my opponent across there. Okay, I'm interested. So the game heard me talking about 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9 last game. Was like, yeah, okay. We'll give you a run on that. 4, 5, 6, I do like, actually. 2, 3, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. And then a pair of the something. A pair of one of the dragons would go kind of nice right now. So actually, this hand is pretty chill. I think this hand, for the most part, just kind of plays itself. We unfortunately can't call on it, I believe. I may be getting that one wrong, but I'm pretty sure we can't call on that. I suppose if we'd have kept the 7, we could have always potentially built it into something gone like 4, 5, 6 pair of 3s and then 7, 8, 9 or whatever. So, but I didn't think about that. So I'm not going to lament my choice to drop this 7 here all that much. Hmm. 6 is not quite what we need. A 2? Might be. I could potentially see a 2 being part of our future. An east less so. Okay, this 2's actually made the hand go in a very interesting direction, so I think both of the 3s are down, so we can't draw them. So this can never turn into a triplet. This is very unlikely to turn into a triplet now. There are 2 1s down. Starting to think that game hates me. I'm going to have to pivot out of this because there's just so many of these tiles going down. So we're going to pivot into a green dragon. Just try and find a 1 or a 4 to fix this up. So we can get 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. And we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We wait for the last 8 to make the other 7, 8, 9. Which is unlikely, I have to admit, but stranger things have happened. Oh, joy. Okay. Well, you've dropped about 1 billion 3s, so I have no remorse dropping that. At the very least, just get me past the Ipatsu round. That has also killed Ipatsu. But you know what? I don't want to be that guy who chances it when he doesn't need to. I guess actually a 7 fixes this as well. Can you stop doing that with all the tiles I need? You don't need a red dragon. You wouldn't. Yep. Just as I thought. Now this 4 pin is still a very dangerous tile, because no one's dropped one yet. You're not going to need a white dragon, that's just safer. I'm just going to put that one down there. If I can draw this 8 actually, then this becomes a fucking fantastic Pinfu hand. You've dropped a 5 and a 4, you don't need a 3? Go on then, what did you need? A 6, okay, well I was not dropping that. That's 8k, yeah. Fine with that. Still leaves me in first, drags this person further down to 3rd. Second place is definitely still hot my heels though, this is all to play for still. Right, let's drop a north. And I'm gonna take another swig of my beverage. Help me think. Alrighty then. I do not like this 1. So we've got pair of reds, pair of 9s, pair of 6s. 2, 3, 5, 7 is maybe something. 4, 5 is something I super want now, actually. But it's south. No, but it just doesn't fit the hand. I can't try and force that. Particularly when someone else has got the other 2 of them. Does this 3 help us? I can't say it does, no. So our plans for this, honestly, are probably... let's sort this out into 5, 6, 7, or 4, 5, 6, or 3 6s. This pair of 9s we might just hold. Like a 4, 5, 6, and then 3 red dragons, and then pair upon something here might be a play, or a 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and a pair might work. Or like a 3, 4, 5 for here, or a 1, 2, 3 for here. Really is kind of take your pick. But like we have a path to victory here, but it's kind of a bit of a windy one. It's going to be greatly facilitated if we find this red dragon. which we are so far unable to do. But someone might drop on at some point. And all the white dragons are down, so... It's a count on the south. Does it affect us? Not in the slightest, because now the 9 saw, which is all the tiles that have already been dropped, are down. I think we do drop this 7, this 3, to turn this into 2, 3, 3. Although this becomes really awkward now. 4, 5, 6, I think we have to drop this 5 for. It's yeah. Then 5, 6, 6 sorts itself out. 2, 3, 3 sorts itself out. And then we're looking to pair up on 9s or dragons. Alternatively, this happens, and now we have to make a decision. I think we actually don't. It's a bit of a crazy play. But, oh, fucking hell. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, don't try and force 7 pairs. I don't think that's the play. Like, I was definitely tempted, but I will not be doing that. Gonna play the long and simple game. 7 doesn't help me. Now, the problem is with, like, 30 tiles left, or just under, I'm gonna need to start making moves. Which, while, you know, this passively might net me more with the, you know, reaching into the last red dragon. If I don't get time to play it, then it don't exactly matter a lot. Although that being said, we are still in first, and it is, what, South 2, and I'm dealer. So this is that being dealer is important. We're gonna drop this 2 sword to start off with. Now, what we want here is speed. We don't care about points. We just want a little bit of speed, a fast hand, to get us that last little bit, and then get the hell out of dodge. Like, it's literally get to 30k and then try and hold, I think. I think this 2's got to go. I'm not a fan of these 2s. It's like 5, 6, 7 is already a thing, actually. It says 9 can, like, basically go. I mean, I should put money where my mouth is, really, then, shouldn't I? But I actually feel like, because this could become 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is fixed by a bunch of things, it's better to drop that 7. We've got 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, or something. Which could, in the fullness of time, maybe become pure double sequence. I also need to not hold dragons longer than I need to, so I'm going to drop that red one there for the triple ones. Don't think this 4 is ever really going to come into play, but it's probably better dropping the white dragon first, but not before this west, because the west stops a player opposite us doing things. Whereas the white dragon is just kind of communally dead at this point anyway. Like, it's not fully dead. Someone could have just drawn the white dragon like these last couple of tiles and be ready to make, you know, make me eat those words. Okay, a 6 suddenly makes this 4 useful. This is, you know, this is why we drop the dragons first. Because number tiles can be made useful in more ways than just getting the same number tile over and over again. That is interesting. 7, 8, 9, 5, 5, 6? I mean, it's better than this. It's better than waiting on 4, 6, I guess. I've got a lot of weird single weights. I'm only keeping this around because, like I say, I've got this pipe dream at doing a pure double sequence. But, I don't know, I'm starting to feel it with this hand, I think. Fuck, why did I say anything? Never open my mouth again. Also, don't kill me. You're killing me, aren't you? What if you didn't kill me? Hey, there we go. No, we will not be doing any of that. I see no reason. 7, 8, 9? So then we have 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as, you know, I mean, as the prophecies foretold. And I have some very intense music going on again. Oh god, I wish I had this music, or I wish, like, any of the, like, cosmetic items in this game didn't cost you 5 billion quid to get. Because it's just so fucking, like, ugh, to get anything in this game. Okay, so that puts them up 9k, which the good news is that we are pretty solidly in second. The bad news is we're no longer in first. But it could be worse, honestly. A second is still positive rank points. We're we can make something pretty quick and dirty here. We've got all of these can be Yaku for us, actually. So drawing any pair on these is fantastic. There's also Dora of these. I didn't even notice that. I think we get rid of this 7. Okay, that's 1 north down. Other than that, our wins are still looking good. That's 2 norths down. That's a bit more tragic. I've just drawn another 7. Just gonna quickly, just a bit of that. Fucking Mahjong moment for you there. God, I'm so glad I've got that set up as an OBS toggle now. Just anytime I want to, I'm like, pain? Pain, perhaps? Alright. Don't think I will. That's a 2, which is good. I can drop the 7. We have 1, 2, 3. I would love something that makes my hand go fast. There's another 1. Sure, maybe I draw into a 4 and then some other, like, bollocks. I don't know. This probably gets dropped. Unless, like I say, I need to drop this Southwind, in which case it suddenly becomes an integral part of the team. That's... I mean, look, buddy, I'm just gonna set you straight here. I'm straight up not interested in that suit. It's not happening. I'm also gonna just knock the game volume down a bit. I know, the classic arty play of change your stream settings an hour and a quarter into the stream. But, do you fucking mind not, actually? Oh, cool, there's that second south I was worried about. Well, that goes down the drain now. But we do have a pair of 1s, 2, 3, 4. So it could be a lot worse. In fact, with a pawn on the red dragon here, we drop this, something. And, something good happens. I don't see this being useful. Personally. Maybe I'm a fool to hold on to the green dragon for as long as I have. But I'm going to try and ride with it. This is a dicey drop, but we did get away with it. God, I would really love to complete this hand, actually. Ooh, hello. Right, now we drop the green dragon. So we have... I guess a 1 or a 4 is really good for us here. Or is it just a 1? Next I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It's a 3. I'm stupid. Right, a 3, and we will call it if we have to. Or, obviously, you know, a 5 or an 8. I wouldn't complain about them either. This is a safe tile, so it nets us another... No, I need that! Come on, a 3, a 5, or an 8 of soul. Or, fuck me, I guess. With the most basic dog shit, when I had something actually kind of nice ready to pop. Ugh. Always the way. Okay, the chances of us getting first are unlikely, but I would like to be above 30k points. It just does nice numbers for the amount of ranked points you go up and down. East, southwest. Well, let's get rid of east. Southwest remains to be seen. We have a pair of 5s, a pair of 6s here. And I'm gonna be honest, kind of absolutely shit all else that's useful. I'll drop this west, because there's already 1 down. It just gives me an easy out to give me some more potential options for tiles that might be useful later. But we really are just swinging a wide net with this hand and hoping that it hits fucking something workable. So far, it has yielded nothing of the sort. Do I want to go for an all simples hand? Not desperately enough that I want to pawn that 6 now. I think there are better hands out there. Such as, for example, the 6, 7, 8... 5, 5, 6 number. With a 2 we can drop pretty safely. Would love to draw that 7, so I think that's what I'll do. 6, 7, 8, 5, 6... Never mind, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Let's take that. I didn't even see that somehow. Okay. So now we have all simples, pure double sequence. We can still get, yeah, like, I think I said all simples, didn't I? We can still get all simples / Tanyao if we stay the course and don't take any more Wands, nines, wins, dragons. Probably should have, in hindsight, called that, but it's fine because we drew this 6 instead. So a 3 or a 6 goes kind of nuclear here, as does that. Yeah, we're looking for a 3 or a 6. And this is actually a decent amount of points on this hand. So a 3 or a 6 of man. That's a reasonably early reach as well. There's a chance if we run the person to our left here, that we might take first, because I can see, you know, we're 10k points apart. I can see this hand being worth more than 5k. Some more Dora, perhaps? So close. If that had been a 7, I'd been jumping for joy, but as it stands, it was not. Okay. Just come on. You know you want to give me that sweet, sweet dealer. No, they are... Okay, yeah. Two dropped Doras. There I are. Just venting their entire hand to try and keep first. Which makes it more unlikely, but not impossible. We've got to hope that maybe they think that man's a safe suit after these couple and just start dropping some more of it. They've come across a difficult position. They can't drop any safe tiles, that pause means, I think. Are we going to get our Ron? Ah, no. White dragon. Okay, it's a pawn on the 3s. Fair enough. Gives this player another go. Ahead of schedule. Another white dragon. They are fully just getting out of there. No one wants to drop this 3 or 6 man, huh? That is unfortunate. Okay, yep. We get it. You are fully out. And I've probably dropped too many tiles that are, like, deemed safe now. So another pawn. Player across from me is still trying to go for this being a second place, which I really need them to not do. Oh, thank fucking God. We made the hand. Oh, this is a big hand as well. Hold up. If this is like above 8k, we might still take first. Pinfu, pure double, all simples, red 5. That's a 12k hand! God motherfucking damn! Alright, well thanks to me horribly miscalculating the points, just as long as I made the hand, we make first. I guess we did have the extra Dora from Menzen Sumo. But yeah, so 120 down, 111 up, you know? It's there's a sort of cosmic balance to this. One thing I'm going to do actually very quickly is, I haven't been playing this event at all, but I think I get like some like dice or some shit for doing this, so let's we got a shiny thingy, cool. Oh, we didn't get that chest, okay. We can get whatever that corner thing is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, I get some fucking item, cool. 5, I would have loved that, but okay. 2, I get some whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A 2 or a 5 would be really nice. Nope, fuck me, I guess. Alright then. Cool. Wait, there's more shit to do here? Rewards. Finished 1 lap. Oh, cool. I get whatever that is. Oh, and then you get, like... I actually didn't look at any of these. Okay, yeah. Finished 10 laps, but, like, I have a week to do that in. I don't think it's possible at this point, but sure. Can I actually get in Jade Room? I don't think I could. Although it's weird that it gives me the option. It's like... Oh, it gives me the throne as well, yeah. Right, well, let's go play, another, I think. Depending on how long it is, it might be my last one of the evening, it might not. Who's to say? Although what I probably will do after this one, though, is fix myself another drink, because I'm in dire need of one. Alrighty then, what are we looking at here? mean, players-wise, it's going to be whatever, because I find it much harder to read the names on here than Poker Chase usually, although I think I can actually give it a shot with these ones. We have Jisakana Naru? No, Jikuro Naru, sorry. I got the fish and black kanji mixed up. So it's like self... Jikara Naru. I don't know what it translates to in English, but yeah, Jikara Naru, I think that is. Why am I holding norths again? Focus on the fucking game, shouldn't I? I don't want it. We have Moom, and we have Hanahanawaya. Alright, I give myself a solid 2 and a bit out of 3 for that. Because I've no doubt this is not Jikuro, but that's how I know how to pronounce those. I can't fucking pronounce English, never mind Japanese. That's how I know how to pronounce those kanji. Is it right? Almost certainly not, but... oh well. Do I regret dropping this 6? Yes, I think it's safe to say I do. But, and I've dropped the 9 as well. My guy, I've actually, local man furritens himself to death, has only himself to blame. Dear God almighty, I have to drop this because I don't want to get... Actually, no, I can drop an 8. I believe. Yeah, see. And I'll drop the 3 next turn. Or this 8. Actually, I do want to get out of this 7-8 thing because it's all furriten for me. So, I would love to fucking leave the building by the nearest available exit on that one. There's a billion wests down. If you need a west to win, then fucking you got me. But, like, you don't. That's a red dragon. 2, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, I would like to drop a 7 for that. We're still meandering towards a hand. Like, I haven't been fully scared off it yet. But that's another 3. You don't need red dragons, so I'm going to drop that. There's, like, potential here for... okay, you've dropped 9s as well. But, like, just calling a 4 on this... Getting rid of the 1 and then just pawning out, like, a bunch of other shit. Because we can get some Tanyao stuff going, really. It's not, like, out of the realms of possibility. Dropped a green dragon. We love to see it. Sumo we'd less like to see. I mean, I guess we're all taking equal shit for this, but... okay. Oh, fuck, it's still going. Oh, okay. So they're in first place this game. Who us three? Who fancies second? Personally, I think I'd be a good candidate for second place. But yeah, because given the first place has just kind of completely fucked off. Let's drop south. Probably should drop to north. Yeah, we'll drop both of them. Why not? So 3, 4, 5, 6 is interesting because we can have 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, or, you know, just a pair on this and then drop that. Dora Green Dragon, you're never unhappy to see, really. Drop this 3 for this, so now we have 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, the 1. There's, like, a very outside chance of pure straight stuff, but I think before I get rid of any more number tiles, I need to make a decision on some of these. White Dragon, you gotta go. I'm sorry, it's just how it is out here. I think East might be my next shot, unless it's just some, you know, complete dog shit that I don't need. In which case, be gone. I have no need of you. That's a pair of 3s. Yeah, I'll take it over this East, honestly. So 5, 6, 7, 3, 3, 4 with a 1 that's present. This 2 I do not need. I would simply love to draw a second green dragon, but... I'm not sure if it's on the cards, or tiles, so to speak. Interesting. I probably have to drop you now, don't I? Yep. Yeah, everything girls whispering on about Dora. My god, you had... What? Well, colour me fucking terrified. I'm just going to reach, and even though it's not a great reach, and just get the feck out of here, because what do you mean by that? That you dropping... Oh, hey, Ipatsu. Not a good Ipatsu, but it's an Ipatsu. Yeah, there we go. 2,600 points with Ipatsu. Let's go. You know, it puts me slightly ahead, but I can't say I'm thrilled at the proposition. Considering what that hand maybe could have been. But at the same time, a win is a win, and a win is not losing. We're going to drop this one pin here. Starting off, East, Green, Red. A pair on any of those would be fantastic, if I do say so myself. Okay. What do we got? Drop this 9 here, I think. Then 1, 2, 3. Bleh. Dunno. Nope. Way too early for that. Yeah, I think I could maybe greed into this, but I think just keeping this 4 around, I've got a feeling that it might suddenly become useful. Case in fucking point. Well, more useful than this red dragon, anyway. No green dragons. Perfect is the enemy of good enough, or so they say. Precisely, Asoyman, yes. Let's drop this east. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a random 3 in there. Don't worry about it. We can get... Oh, actually, if we get another 5, we have 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. I've just kind of accidentally woken up on a mixed triple sequence, which would be fantastic. So if we pair up on either the 3 or the green, preferably the 3, I think. It doesn't usually matter. Okay, there's a direction we could take this hand, and I'm going to take it in that direction, actually. So we're going to take this, and we're going to drop this 1. So we have pure double sequence. What we now have is a different issue, where we have to drop this green dragon, and this 1. So we're going for all simples, with a mixed triple sequence in there, which I think you can do. I'm not sure if mixed triple sequence is invalidated by opening your hand. We're about to find out. And naturally, ever since I opened my hand, I only get given 1s and 9s. Like, a fantastic game. Thank you. Just looking... For no reason whatsoever. A little bit of that. Right, drop this green, because a 7 is... sure. Oh, that's not good. If we could find something vaguely useful. Don't know why I'm dropping this for this. I don't want 6, 7, 8. It ruins mixed triple. What we really need is a 4 or a 3, not a 1. Oh, you fucker. Okay, it's fine. We can find multiple outs from this. I want it, but I won't be able to drop the... You know what? It's fine. Actually, fuck it. Whatever. Who cares? Let's take a 4K hand and just run with it a bit. We're still nowhere near our first place player who got fucking 18K round 1. But hey, we're looking at a pretty comfortable second, you know. Like, some people would take a very comfortable second, and you can count me among those people. 2 wests is technically better than a south and a west, but it's not, you know, inspiring me to do anything of outstanding. What we got? This hand is actually pretty good. So 3, 4, 4 fixed by 2, 4, 5. 5, 6 just fixed by 4 and 7. Such as that 7. 3, 4, 5 will drop this 7. So 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 4. Some dog shit we've got to work out. Probably drop this white dragon ahead of time. No. I'm banking harder than I should on finding another one of these dragons. Even as just a pair. Well, the white dragon is now, like, thoroughly out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Suddenly, you know, things wheel back around. No pun intended with the pin suit there. I will not be taking that or this 1. Okay. 6, 7, 8 pair of 5s. We can work with that. So then if we fix that, we're looking for a 5 or a west to complete. Or alternatively, yeah, you know what? Actually, what I said initially. Because, please, excuse me. Bit of a bigger swig than I imagined there. Of the old Rebels yell. But yeah, I've just realised, I'm in East Seat. Why am I so worried about trying to make a big hand? I can just make a lot of small hands and keep the East Seat forever. So yeah, the good news is that the West Wind, if anyone has it, is a super easy drop. It's just like fuck it, you don't need that. It's a very sleeper pick. There's only one of them left, but like if you draw it, you're almost certainly going to drop it. The 5 pins, there's more of them left, but you're probably not going to see anyone drop it when someone's reaching, unless they're like being really greedy. So we really got the two ends of the spectrum there. See if we can land one of them. Even if we can't in the next, however many hands, I believe we still keep East Seat if it gets to a point where we would draw, but that's not going to be the case. Because we're going to take just the world's most dogshit hand. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's terrible. Bring first place a little more in our vicinity. And wake up with 2 red dragons. It's a beautiful day. You love to see it. We can go fucking nuts with this hand, actually. Like 2, 3, 4. Trip 6s and pawn off from someone. 7, 7, 8. Sure, I can get rid of this 3 for it, I guess. This 5's probably our next drop. Unless we find exactly a 6 and get 5, 6, 7 and then some other stuff. 3, 5, 7 is also like not terrible. But I just don't think it's as good as the rest of our hand, which is it's a crazy thing to say. But I don't fully anticipate us needing it. Of course, all of this like crazy stuff I'm talking about here, I've just realized, does rely on us at some point getting a... Let's do it, actually. I'm going to try and go for all triples, which I'm not sure is a hand that exists, but I'm willing to try. Maybe the game will make a special exception for me. That's a really good way of doing it. I'm pretty sure all triples is a thing. Toy, right? That's not closed only? Must be, right? Must be. Which means we're waiting on a very specific subset of tiles. That is one of them. Let's drop this 6 here. Let's full commit. So we're waiting on 2 man, 6 man on 7 pin. Und? I went German for a second there. I'm not sure why. Yeah, do excuse me. But yeah. Honestly, like I say, it's a good quick and dirty hand. It still makes a number of points, but is not insignificant. Sure, maybe it'll make a few more points now. I don't think it's actually worth dropping any of these for this, so I'm going to drop it here. The fucking 9 soul was more worth it now, which is not ideal. I would have loved it if it was a tile we had. Like, if you could just show me a green dragon here, that would have been great, but oh well. Okay, someone was eyeing up the white dragon, but it always kind of slightly scares me, people who are, like, eye up a dragon and then don't take it, because it's like, oh, your hand's really close to finishing then, and you want to do something with reach that's, like, really cool. And that's going to hit me for 7 billion points. Which I'm just not about. Should have taken that 3. Back. Oh, well. You can't know these things ahead of time. Should have really taken that 3, actually. Fuck me. Actually, 2 of them down. Okay, 1 more pawn gets us in Ron range, but then we start. We're basically still looking for 2 tiles out of these 3 here. Are we gonna find them? I mean, you've got to hope. There we go. So now we're at least in Tenpai, which means that we should be able to hold on to the east seat as long as no one else wins outright. Which, again, is our plan at the minute. Our plan, like, if we are trying to go for a first tier, is just to hold the game hostage for as long as we possibly can here. Of course, if someone wants to drop a 2 or a 6 man, I would not complain. I would like more points. It would aid in the beating first place position that, you know, I find myself stuck in. But at the end of the day, just hanging on to this tenpai is also fine. Okay. Annoying that first place also got this point boost, but, you know, it gives us another reroll. It puts us, you know, above 3rd and 4th, which I guess is a blessing in and of itself. That, you know, we shouldn't really look down upon. The Mahjong gods deign to give it us, then we shall take it. I'm going to get rid of this south as well, actually. This is an interesting hand, I think. We've got to work out something to cull from it, though. I think we get rid of this 1-2. So, my reasoning for that is that 1-2 is only fixed by a 3. Like, 2-4-4 is fixed by a 3 or a 4. So, it's, you know, there's more tiles that work for us there. But you might be asking, well, hold on, Artie, why not get rid of, like, this 8-9, this 8-9, or the 7-8? And the reason is, A, because I just drew the exact right tile. I'm a messiah, I'm a prophet, I see the future, and you're just wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, but no, aside from me being a prophetic genius, yeah, I'll take this 1 instead of this 2 as well. It's also because I could potentially get 7-8-9, 7-8-9, 7-8-9 here for, like, mixed triple sequence. You know, there's kind of an in there. I could also, at this rate, get, like, no, because my pair is still 2s. I've got to be honest, this 1 is looking kind of goofy. Until I get a 3, and even if I get a 3, I'm not sure I'm thrilled by the prospect, so I would much prefer to get a 7-man, a 9-pin, or a 7-soul. Lol. Oh, I'm glad someone appreciates it. Also, this player is reaching, which is just kind of very not cool and groovy of them. Don't kill me. You know that one thing I told you not to do? I mean, granted that I was more talking to the player to my right, but still. Okay, well that's 3,200 points down. Oof. I guess I have to go back to playing proper hands now instead of just lean fast garbage. Although if the chance for fast garbage presents itself and it's like really fast, then yeah, I'm just saying. I'm open to offers. Currently what the game's offered me is 13 tiles of unadulterated garbage, but we'll see what we can make of them. I don't like this 7. I think I will take a pair of 8s instead. Alright. No, that would be silly. Almost as silly as taking this 9. Which I'm gonna do. Because do I learn my lesson? Do I? Fuck, we're going for, like, I don't know, maybe half. No, I've got 4-5. I can't go for half outside. Behave myself. 2-4-6 is a great shape, though, and one I'm willing to give up the green dragon for. Particularly since there's already one of it down. No point hanging around to this other one, you know? So we have triple 1s. 2-4-6 sorts itself out with a 3 or a 5. This is fucking useless. 8-9 is kind of only fixed by a 7, but, you know, sometimes you find yourself in situations. Pair of 8, so I'd kind of like to stay as our pair, which means we just need this 4-5 to be fixed, this 2-4-6 to be fixed, and this 8-9 to be fixed. So there's like 3 tiles away from victory. It's a fair old path, but we can try and, or just try and sit here and hope we draw the right tiles, if I'm being brutally honest, but there's always the possibility that we draw a second north, and then we can work some stuff regarding that. Oh! To use a technical term, balls. Right. Well, the red dragon's safe, which we just drew, so thankfully we'll stick on that. We've got, again, this very hype music coming out. 7-8-9, there we go. Right, it's time to drop the north. Because you do not need the north to win. I refuse to believe it. Now, when we have to drop our next tile, when we get this 2-4-6 or this 4-5 fixed, we're going to be in a bit more of a difficult situation. We're also going to be in a bit more difficult situation here, but luckily you didn't need that 3-pin. Okay. No, none of that really works. And I'm, once again, just dropping unsafe tile after unsafe tile with wanton abandon. Just no regard for my life. Oh, God, I hate this. Yeah, no, a 2 is better here because now we have 4, 6, 7, which is fixed by 5. Or 8. No, wait, this is just worse. I'm wrong. I may be sent to hell for it. No, it's fine. But I really didn't want to drop the 7. I don't know why. I just had a feeling. Like, it's also probably better to just drop the safe tiles unless the tile you're picking up is definitely going to give you template at this point. Yeah, that's probably works out better. Like, unless we get something that puts us in the tempai range, there's no need to overextend here. Okay, but it's a dumb reach, but hear me out, what if? You remember when I said it was a dumb reach? Oh, Jesus Christ. Mahjong, help. Cover her up. Jesus Christ. This harlot has invaded my stream. Oh, God. Twitch TOS, please. Oh. It wasn't me. Oh. Christ. Right. That was a thing. What is this hand? What actually is this hand? I'll tell you what it is. It's a potential flush in the making. I will actually cheat that out. I do not care. I'm going full flush. God. But yeah, so it was a dumb reach, and I got punished for it, but like not by much, so really I think I came out that on top. I wonder if I can get 7, 8, 9 3 times, if that's a thing. I don't particularly need that. That I will take. This could be a winning hand, you know. This could very much be a winning hand. A decently scoring winning one at that, even though I've opened. Because full flushes are worth a fair old chunk. And if I get pure double sequence as well, which I currently have, that is unfortunate. I can't take that without having pure double sequence. I really need the 8 for other things. Let's chi that and get rid of this 9. I need to get rid of this 8 and this red dragon for other things that might be more useful. I'm definitely destroying a lot of my hand shape for, like, early gains here. Ooh, okay. But it's still something I value. I am going to need to draw tiles of the right suit now, though. Can you, like, maybe fucking chill? That would be great if you could just fucking stop. And also if I could draw some tiles of the right suit, which is going to be a sentiment, you know, like 66% of the time, at least, they're going to be the wrong suit. Maybe a little less than that if you count that winds or dragons might be vaguely useful, but this one ain't. And this is basically dead at this point. If I want 789, 789. Well, it's more useful than this. So now I have 678 with the potential 789 on the end, because there's 2 other 7s out there. Now, if I can just pair up on this 1 or this 4, it's looking like this 4, I'm not going to lie to you. If it's going to be either of them, then we can find great things. Hopefully before this Hana Hana Waya. No, Hana Hana Waya, even, sorry. Off topic, in lieu of Suba making gyudon tonight. Oh, I fucking... Oh. You reminded me of my trip to Japan. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, at least I wasn't dealer. But yeah, you're reminding me of my trip to Japan, Slim Man. I mean, like, even just like the cheaper chain, like gyudons you could get from there. God, they were so good. So good. How am I in third? What happened? I was like close to taking first at one point. Okay, this will not stand. Absolutely not. First off, fuck you for doing that. Fuck me as well, I guess. Oh. But yeah, no, like you know, a good soba is also nice, don't get me wrong, but like some of the gyudons I had over there were so like monumentally good. I think I might be able to try a half outside hand here. We've got 7, 8, 9, we've got a 1 and a 3 and a 2, which are all kind of down that end. We will drop this east and then drop this north. I should have dropped the north first. How dare you take my south winds, by the way? Outrageous behavior. And also, with the 8s being Dora, me locking down these 3 9s basically makes them, like, worthless. So it's very charming to see people drop them like this, I say, as I am about to pick up another one. I may have made an oopsie by calling this. Yeah, going there ruins JP Foods at home forever. True. Yeah. Very true. Oh, I gotta get back up there at some point. It's... Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself up there last time. And I'm definitely looking forward to going again at some point. This 4 is like... It fits in a way that doesn't fit, which is really annoying. I'm going to drop this north now because it's been hanging around for far longer than it should have been already. But like, if we can get, you know, some dragons of some description going, even if it's just of the red variety, and then maybe like something that works on the half outside end forever. That would be ideal. At a push, I will take just dragons and then just make this into something with like a 5 and then fucking run with it. But not that 5, you pelican. Come on, game. Get with the program here. That is a pair of 1s. I like that. Do I like it more than either of these dragons? Call me crazy. I actually don't. I'm going to really stick to the half outside hand here. I think if I'm only going to get 1 set of dragons, points-wise, it makes even more sense for me to do this. It's going to be a long old wait, but I am kind of quietly hopeful. Uh, 1, 1, 3? I guess. Sure. I guess it does actually work better than this 3. Right, now we have to make a decision. We have to, you know, to drop this. Which means we are going to have to pair up on the white dragons, which is a little awkward, you could say. So we either get 1, 2, 3, drop a 1, and then go here. Or actually, no, if we get 1, 2, 3, we could always drop a white dragon instead, because they're about the same likelihood. But what's probably going to happen is we get that, and then we have to pair up on this last white dragon. Just gotta hope I see it. Hope someone says, ah, well, you know, no one's going to need that. That's probably a safe tile. Bit like that, really. That would be, great. Hello, I got a half outside hand with the red dragons. It's actually not worth that much. Much to my surprise, as much as it is yours. But, you know what? It is a something. Right, we are looking for east and south, not north, so get rid of that. Because the dragon will be more valuable. Other than that, do I love any of this? The answer is no, this hand is dog shit and is not a hand I can really go fast with. Like, the one time I really want to go fast with a hand, it's, game has not presented me with the means to do so. Well, that said, 2, 2, 4 is kind of a thing, 7, 7, 9 is kind of a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 could certainly be worse. It's coming together. We've had 3 good tiles in a row. So, you know, don't count us down and out yet. I would potentially say count us out of this east wind in the near future, unless I draw complete crap, in which case don't. You know, just don't. That's a pair of 9s. I mean, I'll take it. I'll be that guy who takes it. Because, you know, if I get an 8 here, suddenly we have pure double sequence potential. I don't particularly want to open this hand when I can just draw the tile naturally. I mean, you know, personally, for a guy like me, why would I open my hand to take this tile when I can just get it? What we are now in the unenviable position of doing, though, is trying to sort out the rest of this. Because what we essentially have is like a sleeper triplet of either a 4 or a 1, a south and a white dragon, which is kind of a rancid triplet. I'm not gonna lie, there's probably not many worse ones out there. Like, we're gonna need something to match up here. And that's before we even talk about maybe trying to get this to work. This splits the pool of tiles we could potentially be looking for a bit, which is helpful because there's a wider range we're now trying to find. As opposed to just please pair up one of these, I beg you. Pair of 1s. I think I like it more than this white dragon. I think at this stage of my life, this probably gets called at this point. No! Again, very afraid of that. So this player, I'm assuming, doesn't call it and then drops it. What's their MO? Right, 677 is way better than whatever I was going with here, so we're going to take that. If we can just find something to fix up the 6s or so like a 5, 7, or 8, preferably an 8, would be super good here. Don't like that they've called reach. We can be shown an 8. There's 2 down, which is my only thing, and then I'd be locking myself into a hell weight on the last one. I did not get a chance to press skip there because my opponent summarily died. 36k more points for the player I'm trying to beat, which is not great. Okay. We might still be up by a small amount of points at the end of this, if we're lucky. Or we don't think we'll be down by too much. We've just got to kind of play it safely. Get rid of this 9. I think 6, 7, 7, 8, you know, maybe there's some utility buried in that. Do I love this 9? I don't think I do. Over the extra flexibility. Actually, no, we just took... why am I still holding on to North? There's 3 of them down. Get out of here. But also this leads us to potentially do like a Tanyao thing where we don't have any 1s, 9s, Winds, and Dragons, so... It's possible that 9 was still a decent drop. I'm not sure I love it as like, you know, calling it my most efficient drop ever, but... It's not terrible. Drop a green dragon, someone behind you immediately drops the red one. It's painful. But I guess there's also a green dragon drop there, so it's kind of more of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other kind of situation. There's that 9 again that we still don't want. We now have 3 6s, which is more awkward than it is helpful in a weird way. A pair of 8s? I mean, sure. If we are going for Tanya, we need to get rid of this 1. We could also potentially do, like, maybe there's a rumblings of 7 pairs here, but it's going to have to be something like... I'm going to have to draw, like, exactly 2 matching tiles, like, in a row, really, to consider that seriously. Because I could just have triple 6s, 6, 7, 8, pair of 8s, finish this 3, 4, or ideally finish this 2, 4, and then do Pinfu for... No, can't do Pinfu, there's already this. Well, in which case, just finish one of these. 2, 4, 4 is better than this 7, I'm going to say. I'm going to come out and say it. I think we lock this lot in, and then we simply look for something that finishes these. And then hope that we run this person with this admittedly kind of low value hand. Fuck me sideways, I just want to... Ah. Alright, yep, nope. I guess I don't get to do any of that. Oof. Right, well, that's losing some points. Yeah, 5.5. So we went down by, what, like 15 points overall tonight? But we did get a gold chest with some dog shit I don't really care about in it. So that's something. Right. I think, with that being said, that will probably do me for tonight's stream. Like, it's just a little chill one. I'm going to go and, I guess, you know, for the next couple of hours getting ready to celebrate the new year and that. And that is, yeah, my last stream of 2024. I hope you all have, well, I hope you all haven't had a too rough 2024. And I hope you have an amazing 2025. I will no doubt be tweeting and skeeting later tonight, after I've had a few more whiskeys in me, with similar sentiments in a more confusing spelling. Perhaps. I don't know. I'll see where the night takes me. But yeah, for now, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.